Okay, guys, so we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly grim and perilous master today, because today we are carrying on with our ongoing campaign playing Cubicle 7's outstanding grim and perilous fantasy RPG, Warhammer Fantasy 4th Edition. And with me today are the stars of our Salt, Silver, and Sin campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing today? First up, we've got Darren.
Hello, yeah, I'm Darren, and I'm playing Alwyn Coulson, who is, what am I going to call him today? Let's go with a rogue, a class of rogue. And he's, as always, got his lovable family pet, Astrid, with him.
Nice. The sewer dog. Next up is Carl.
Hello, I'm Carl, and I'm playing Katerina of Shalia. She's a priest of the goddess of mercy, Shalia.
Nice. Next up is Sean.
Hey, I'm playing a dwarf, Thognoth Barrickson of the Cragforge clan, who is an Ironbreaker.
Nice. And last, but certainly not least, is Colin, a.k.a. Spike Pit.
Hello. Yes, I am playing Frederick Schuster of the Schusters out of Sausenmund, and yeah, he's a hunter. He's of a peasant class, and yeah, he's been spending all his experience points to get a little bit more competent than he was.
Nice. Before we dive into the game, I was reminded this morning that both Colin and Carl have their own YouTube channels, and if you would like to check out their content, I have links in the description of the video to both of them. Both have been very active as of late. And I'll also mention at the outset, one of our buddies, Joe, has a Kickstarter going on right now for his game Reaver, a very cool sword and sorcery RPG. I do not have a link in the description of the video right now, but I'll put that as the top comment on the video, and if you'd like to check that out over on Kickstarter, you can go and do so. There's some very cool rewards, and the game looks to have some really inventive mechanics. So if you want to get more swords and sorcery stuff, Reaver over on Kickstarter. Sorry, Carl, you going to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know. I know you're very busy and your schedule is packed with gaming and games every day almost, except for your day job. But yeah, it'd be cool if, I don't know, there's a little bit more time in the Kickstarter, but maybe you can run something.
Yeah,
sooner rather than later. So on my channel, we did go over character creation, and we ran the game, so those are on the
nice
channel.
Yeah, the game from the previous version, it looked interesting, and the art is so fucking cool.
Yeah,
it's going to be such a great looking game. So
Oh yeah.
But yeah, anyway, just wanted to make sure to mention for one thing at the outset, your guys' channels, because both of you guys have been posting some really cool content as of late. Not content, it cheapens it, but some really interesting videos and playthroughs. And and yeah, Reaver could, it's getting to that last home stretch right now. So meeting that goal would be great, because I want that game. So,
well, he's written it and everything, so I think
it's already written. Right?
Yeah, it's just finalising the art and a bit of layout, from what I can imagine. So I don't suppose it'll be long at all. So
yeah,
awesome.
Quick turnaround.
Yeah, thanks for that, Kev. I appreciate that. Yeah,
of course, of course.
Thank you.
I've
All
been
this,
cracking the whip on myself to get some stuff done.
You guys had mentioned that I was being suspiciously nice before we went on stream, and I'm being more suspiciously nice. So I am really sorry for what's going to happen in today's session, guys. All right, so guys, speaking of today's session, what happened last time?
Oh.
Now we're reminded. It was, let's see here. There were Skaven and more Skaven.
Yeah, we found their sort of where they were all congregating, didn't we? In the sewers, yeah.
Yeah, the Warren. Bring you over to where we left our heroes on the previous sewer map. I think. Is it here, or is it down? No, this hasn't yet reached the point in the campaign, guys, where I get lost in the maps. So we have a little ways to go.
Yeah, we beat back the hordes, at least for the time being. And the short of it is we got prepared to go down a shaft deeper into the morass.
Yeah.
As it were, that was going to be I think in the area of the digging, I believe.
Yep, you guys are continuing your survey to get a full sense of what where the Skaven are and how best you can flood them out, according to your plan. Where we are now, let's see here, is in the Skaven Undercroft. Let's see here. Truthful, I don't know what an Undercroft is. It just does sound pretty creepy.
I was just about to say, like, oh, that's a good word. I haven't used. I don't even know what we're talking about, but I like it.
It most likely means like, that little nook underneath your stairs on your porch that you keep shit in, but
Gotcha.
Undercroft sounds so.
I think it's like a basement in a church.
Well, you get it. Well, we had it in construction. We used to have undercroft car parks on concrete buildings, and I think they tended to have like a lower ceiling, not a full story height. Or it felt like that, but I don't know.
It's weird. Too, Colin. So my high school Pet Shop Boys cover band was called Underground. What did we say? Undercroft Car Park.
Oh right.
Yeah.
In the macro statue.
Yeah, in the macro statue. Okay. So then, guys, this is where we find ourselves. You had found that it seems as if there were more warrens dug down here. You heard the chittering and screeching of more Skaven off in seemingly every direction, and sufficient noise such that it didn't necessarily sound like if you got in a scrap. For one, it didn't seem like any of the Skaven down here seem to have been aware of what has befallen their guards. And second thing is, it's loud enough so even Thognoth may not be, heard unless he's getting really close or unless he rolls. I was going to say really poorly, but I think fun is maybe the way I choose to think of it. So you are all down there. Let's see, who's your source of light right now? I know Thognoth does not require that, but
I thought we turned the lights off because there was loads of fires.
Yes,
around.
we did.
Oh yeah, so you guys are in the dark. My
Try
goodness.
and stop us from being identified.
Does Alwyn have night vision?
No.
Oh no, he doesn't. Okay, sorry. When you, I can hit Control L to view from the token, and
little fires spread around, weren't there? That was giving us the light, or we was heading towards it. Or
does Friedrich have night vision?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
I've got it slightly not as good as Thognoth's.
Right. Mutant. I thought there was something going on there. All right.
It's like a revelation at the beginning of every session. Yeah, actually, I have night vision. Wait, what? You have night vision? Wait, what?
And 6 toes.
So, guys, there's nothing to worry about. He licks his lips and it's a hand-shaped tongue.
Right.
Okay, so then...
Thumbs up.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, now one of the downsides is you don't know what direction the Undercroft is. So... I'm not sure if I'm going to have Undercroft Car Park or I'm going to have the Pet Shop Boys caught in my head for the rest of the day. It remains to be seen. I would suggest you go west. Huh?
I see what you did there, Ken.
Darren didn't say it, but I felt the boo. So, where would you guys care to go now then? There is light coming down from the south. So for those who do not have night vision, or for those who do have night vision, where the, you know what? I don't know if it'll let me check something. I'm going to see if I can, because it would be neat to be able to have those of you who have night vision to see what's night vision in one color and see like what's lighting in another color.
Yeah. Well, this is the light that Katarina sees.
Yeah. So let me check here, guys.
Yeah, that's all I can see as well. Yeah.
That's what I can see too.
Because I know they've added. Yeah, look at this. My goodness, guys. Now this is going to be too garish.
Oh, I see.
What do you think?
It's not bad. It's okay.
That's okay. It's not disrupting the view, and it makes a distinction between what you can see with night vision, what you can see with light.
Yeah, that works fine.
So that's yellow. Yeah.
I just see yellow and black.
That's the light from the
the yellow
fire.
will be the light from the fire. Let me see. I'm just going to check one more option here. Let's see if I can get like a lighter orange.
It's kind of cool, actually.
So everyone else can see more than that, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see a bit up to the above us to the north.
I can see here.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I can see a bit up there, but I can't see as far as Fognoff. I see half of that Fognoff.
What we're doing is give me 2 seconds just to get this set up here, because that'll really help with understanding what places are dark vision, what places are light. I figured. There you go. Roll 20 for all the times I complained about you. Well done.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool feature.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think for the immediate sources of light, I mean, I've got, dozens of scale. I mean, I think you guys aren't encountering anything down here. It seems mostly unoccupied. What's the plan then, folks?
Do we want to stealth up a bit closer? Do we want anybody to sort of maybe try and get a better? I mean, I'm happy to go ahead, or maybe I don't know about Alwyn. I suppose once you can get into a bit more light, you'll be better off, wouldn't you? But
makes sense, I think. A little stealthing. See what's up. See what's going on.
Yeah, before we potentially blunder into something.
So our aim is to see what they're up to, right?
Yeah.
See what and to find my axe.
I think we need to map this area out, or get a good understanding of the area, so that Mr. Grumbleshield can flood it successfully without destroying the foundations and stuff for the buildings above and things like that. We can't just give him a single tunnel to flood, I think was the problem. We need to give him a better idea so he can do it professionally and make sure he gets all of them and doesn't do further damage, etc.
Sounds good.
It's very optimistic, Alwyn. I like your style. Of course, the other problem is getting out alive with said information.
Well, we saw those last rats off quite successfully, I believe.
Oh, yeah, but what about them others? Them ones with the them globes that they chuck, and those really competent ones who were going to make mincemeat of us in short order.
We'll shoot them before they get a chance.
Yeah.
Well,
Or shoot the globes. The globes. They're not immune to it. We saw that.
Mm-hmm.
True.
True.
Well, I'll have a look at. Myself and Alwyn, we could creep up there, get closer to these fires.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds here, guys. Let me make sure I got the right stats. Yes, got what I need. All right. So what direction would you care to go? I grab some dice for myself. Go.
Southwest, sort of southwest, don't we?
Okay. So your move, this I believe is the same scale as before. So each one is 2 yards. So whatever your move is, that's how many squares you can move.
Oh, here we go. Is that on the combat tab, isn't it? Move.
No, it's on the main.
Oh,
but you should be 4 because you're human. So.
Oh, yeah, same as Warhammer.
Everyone's 4
right.
except for Thoknoth.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So then, whoever is moving forward, Alwyn, would you kindly give us a stealth check, please? So this will be challenging because it's contested.
Yep.
But I...
Ooh, good start.
Let's see here. That is... Now, in this game, I think you can reroll crit fails, can't you?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to fortune that, you're welcome to do so.
Shall do that since it's a critical.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to check one thing too. We were playing Imperial Maledictum last night again, and it's clear when you burn, they only have the one near to meta currency, but when you burn it, when you achieve a significant goal, you get the burn stuff back. So, the burned fortune functions exactly the same way that fate does in this game. Just want to remind myself how you get fate back, because it has been a while since you burned it.
I think it's similar. You got to do something fairly heroic,
significant.
Yeah, some pretty.
But
major,
is it that you get the burn back,
guy.
or is that adding to your fate?
Oh no, I think you get the one that you've burned back, don't you?
Okay, I'll double check.
The fortune. Yeah, I think so.
Because that's the way it works in.
I mean, the number of fortune is determined by the number of fate, so I think you'd need to raise fate to get fortune.
And that's what I'm wondering. Is I want to know how you get your.
But mine's one lower because I've used the fortune. You don't automatically get it back.
That's what it reminded me of, because I remember you got I think you're the only one who's had to burn a fate thus far.
Yeah.
Page 171 for regaining fate.
Oh, yeah, that's where I am. Thank you.
I've still got a marginal failure on mine. I burnt a point as well.
Oh, did you? So I think those of you who burned them, you tell me if you think this is unfair. I think getting the fate back. Actually, hold on. Before I ask this, Carl, what is the fate max for your players right now? Because you guys have been playing for a long time.
There's no max. They've done like at the end of an enemy within, like if they succeed or they do something significant, like bring the big evil castle down, they get a fate point.
So what's the highest fate point or fate score that you've got in your party right now?
Like one of the humans has like 6.
Oh, okay.
Wow. 6 fortune,
Yeah.
They use it all up though. I make sure they use it all up.
Yeah. That's what.
Job.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, I'm trying to find I think they changed it for Imperium Maledictum because it's sort of like raising your fate or fortune is a good thing to reward the whole party with, but it feels like if one person ends up having to burn it, it feels like they're constantly going to be behind where everyone else is, which is I think why they've got to this.
Elves and dwarves are always behind, right? So. Yeah,
that's true.
So the dwarf in the party has like 2. But then some of the just depends, right? So some of the humans, it depends on how they broke up, their
stats are a lot better though,
that's the thing. It's a balancing factor.
Humans and elves, their stats are ridiculous, right? Although one of the elves has a lot because he's done some crazy, like in this one part of it just depends on what happens. One part of the adventure. I mean, I think this is legit. So in the one part of the adventure, he was asked by a nobleman's son to be his like doppelganger in the tournament, and he won the freaking tournament. So that changes in a way the course of history, because now this dude who thought his son was like just bookish whatever, he's a warrior, look what he did in the joust, and it changed the fate of the fortune of the whole party, because now they have this kind of sponsor, the Elector Count of Karlberg, who it does after the enemy within in the history, it doesn't matter anymore because Karlberg is absorbed into some other Elector Countship.
Okay, so I think.
But anyway, so something like that, right? That's crazy. That's like he shouldn't have won, but he just got really lucky. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I'm trying to separate out the. Well, let's do this for now. Because I forgot about this after the whole mutant adventure. You guys should all have received 1 fate point, so everyone increase your fate by 1 and your fortune by 1. Just because I had forgotten to do that in the course of the adventure, and then I want to think over how we handle burned fate, because I don't know.
Seemingly, I've got no fate. Is that right?
Uh-oh. Let's see.
Fate should be the same as your fortune.
Yeah, your fortune is.
When you use a permanent fate, that affects your fortune as well, doesn't it? It goes down. Basically.
Yep.
That's why it's so bad to burn it.
Your fate should
Or
be
at least
3.
it goes down when you refresh at the beginning of a session.
Yeah, and I think did we roll for fate at the start of the campaign, or did you guys just start with max?
I think it's part of your character creation because your race only gets certain. It's really balanced by your race.
And you can sort of go fate or resilience. You can go one or the other.
Right. It's not. I'm thinking of the 40k games where you roll for your fortune and fate.
Seemingly, I've got here no resilience, no fate on my sheet.
That's because of that kind of
Mutation.
because of that mutiny sight you've got, maybe, Frederick. You know,
Maybe
it
that's
has
what it is. Somebody's.
So they should be 3 and 2 respectively. If your resolve is a 2, your resilience should be a 2. So I don't know why those would be blank on there, but
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, my resolve's gone down to 0. That's strange.
Could have been an update. We've had some hiccups on the what do you call it? The Imperium Maledictum sheet last night. There was a couple. They've changed through to a much nicer sheet now, but there was one player character who, and I think 2 who were missing some skill ranks as a result of the change. But
Frederick was lucky as well. So what don't lucky affect that somewhere? Is it lucky?
let's see.
Or is it doomed? Doomed.
No, doomed is just like how you're gonna die. All humans have it.
If you have
stay lucky?
luck increases your number of fortune points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you've got
Plus
luck
1.
as a talent, your fortune points will be your fate plus 1.
Yeah, I think I had 3 fate and 4 fortune because I had 4 fortune at the start. I don't have to check this now, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the first main page on the far right column.
Yeah, I'm down at Hardy.
Yeah, and for humans, you start with 2 fate, and then the extra points are 3. If your resilience is a 2, that probably means that your starting fate would have been a 4. Which means your fate should be a 5 now, and with if you've got luck, that means your fortune should be 6.
Maybe I haven't got luck. Maybe I'm thinking of a different guy.
Okay. Are you saying you're out of luck? That is a very, very ominous prediction for the session. Talents. You got suave, very resilient, mimic.
Suave, very resilient, mimic.
Maybe you were
Night
looking
vision.
at luck because you said you spent your XP.
No, maybe I was looking at it. Maybe I don't know. I've got that many characters in that many games. It's all a bit of a blur.
Fair enough. All right, so then you should have. I'm going to adjust your fate and fortune because I think by that you should have 4 now, back to what your starting was. If you burned 1 fate.
Oh, I don't think I burned one. I was talking about my fortune today. My fortune today, in that I am.
Oh, okay. So then, so actually, then your fate should be 5, which means your starting fortune today would have been 5.
Oh, right. So it should be 4 now then.
Yeah. There you go. Alwyn's back up to a 3. Okay. All right. So I think we're all set now. Thognoth, you're getting into 3. Holy smokes.
It's crazy.
I know. It's crazy.
It's unheard of.
We'll have to see if what do you call it, tradition still holds and you get all of that gone within the first 45. All right,
As long as I get my axe back.
Exactly. Save the city is a secondary task.
Indeed.
All right, so let's see here. We've got so Alwyn has succeeded with a 3, and Friedrich -1. Okay, it is a challenging, or it's a contested task. So like, failing doesn't mean fail. It just means
hopefully, hopefully we'll be all right.
Okay. So what you can hear, Alwyn and Friedrich, as you're kind of inching forward, is below. It sounds like there is some disagreement between 2 chittering things speaking in a language you don't understand. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I can see 2 Skaven. And they're similar to the ones we saw. They're just clan rat type ones, aren't they?
Yeah. They're smaller than humans. They've got spears. They've got shields with some kind of crude, symbols on them. They're sitting on those benches there, or not? No, those are cots. They seem to be arguing about things, and you can see there is if you're looking further down the corridor there's also illuminated a set of stairs that are going down. I also mentioned last time that there was just a horrific stink of rotting flesh. Or not flesh, but like rotting meat. That awful stink when meat goes off in the fridge. You can smell that, and it's filling your nose more and more the further in this direction you're going.
I think I'll turn around and just catch the eye of Fognoth, perhaps, because thinking that he's got maybe the best vision, and just point down the corridor and do like 2, signal that there's 2 spotted, and I've got eyes on 2.
What would you guys like to do?
Well, do we think we can... I'm not convinced we'll be able to take them out quietly with both of them.
No, we'll stick a couple of arrows in them and they'll start screeching and screaming, won't they?
Yeah, unless we get lucky.
Well, that would be lucky. Should we get a bit closer then?
Yeah, we could try and go to that tunnel that's heading to the west just to get a sight of what's down there.
Well, if we creep along this wall that's sort of sheltering us from the view of them at the moment, we could kind of
move down to there then and see if we can try and get a little bit of a look.
Okay. Astrid does look pretty...
I won't move yet.
Yeah, and Astrid's looking pretty beat up. Are you bringing her with you?
No, I'm going to leave Astrid behind.
Okay.
With Katerina.
So would you give us a... what do you call it? Animal... What is it here? Sean, I have a thought.
Animal training, yeah.
Do you have where your keyboard is and where your mic is on the same surface?
It's on the same surface.
Do you have a dish towel or something like that you could put under the Yeti? Because I'm wondering if it's not the sound of the thing, it's the transmission of the sound through the same surface.
Yeah. I can try it.
I wonder if that's the
I mean, obviously the comparison is it never even came up before, but to fix this now.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's see here. Animal training, I think, is what we're rolling.
Yeah, and you can have specializations.
Or charm animal. You're not trying to get her to learn some trick or whatnot.
Well, I've got a specialization in dog training, so.
But I think let's take a look at the skill.
Because under animal training, you can have different animals.
Oh, I don't doubt that. I'm wondering if the training is the teaching tricks to them, whereas the charm is for them to follow those tricks. Okay. Let's see here.
I'm not too bad at charm animal either, really. 37's not too bad, is it?
That's better than me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because I've gone into the training sort of rather than the charm.
So in combat, it says you can use animal training to get another animal to follow your instructions. So that's probably the thing. Yeah, let's use animal training. And it will be routine, I think is
average. Yeah.
Average, yes.
Yep.
Okay. Astra stays exactly where you wish her to be. Then, Frederick, are you staying where you are right now, or are you?
Yeah, I've just. Yeah, I'm okay here. Yeah, I'm just going to kneel, crouch down. I'll have an arrow nocked, and I'm going to be sort of covering Alwyn's advance.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to try and go one more so I can see down.
There was no
corner.
saving him. Shwook. All right. So you can hear them. They're arguing even louder right now. They seem to be pointing down at something on the ground.
What are you on there, Diz? Because I thought that was a wall. Is that not a wall then? Have I misinterpreted the map?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is a wall.
It's just cast him into it.
Oh.
So it should be there.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I can see up the corridor, but I can't see very far. So
You can't see far.
As you're getting in, the smell is getting worse, and you're certain it's coming from the left. If you're facing south, it'll be on your right, but you know it's just getting just pungent right now. Let's have you give us a. This will be an easy.
is it endurance or?
Yeah, it might be endurance or what is the? It's not determination. It's not. What's the willpower equivalent of endurance? Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
You can give us endurance or cool.
Okay, I'll go for
Your choice,
endurance.
and it'll be easy right now.
And that is easy. Okay.
No problem. Okay, so you kind of
Hold that in.
okay. So, the stink is definitely coming from the that corridor.
Okay.
And if you can hear,
The one forking off to the west.
yeah, down in this direction here.
Right.
You also can hear, now that you're down here too, there is a sound of other squeaking that sounds different from what from these things. These things, as much as it's squeaking sounds, the way that they're varying their sounds and whatnot, it sounds like they're trying to communicate. Whereas down here, it sounds more bestial, more obviously bestial.
Right.
So I'm going to try and creep one more square south, and then I'm going to head back.
Okay.
Is it deeper in tone? Does it sound like bigger bestial or just bestial?
So I think Alwyn's the only one who can hear it, but it would be
is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no, it actually sounds, it's like a pitch higher than these things are. Not like small rats squeaking. What you saw there too were steps going down, and I think you saw the bones on the precipice of that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back and report. So there's steps going down to the south. They are going down, those ones, aren't they? I think.
They are going down as well. Yeah, both of them.
And stairs going down to the west, but that smell's getting worse. And there was a lot of bones. I'm wondering if it was the home of that big shadow I saw in the bakery that time. Some sort of creature, large creature.
Do we want to try and cut past it? Just ignore it.
Well, I'm worried that these two will trigger a reaction if we can't take them out silently somehow.
I don't know my ability to stealth past it.
Yeah.
Does Katerina have any tricks that might help?
No, I mean that's the purview of that God of Thieves guy, Ronald.
Well, perhaps we just loose some arrows and just
See what happens.
and
Take a
shoot 'em.
shot at each one from a distance here, and then
we just
got a choke point.
Okay.
yeah.
So before we do so, let's just quickly see the advantage pool, because you guys, I think, will have some going into the fight. Because you are attacking surprised enemies, which grants +1 to your advantage pool. And if, for instance, you wish to take a moment to survey the scene. Each of you could assess at a challenging skill level. Each success on that gives you +2 advantage. You could, in theory, go in with 5.
And can you aim?
Aiming, I don't remember.
It's +20 on the combat.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so you could take the time.
Spent your last action aiming. Yeah.
Let's do that then.
Oh,
Yeah.
block of modifiers. We missed you last night. We were trying to find a specific modifier for something, and we're like, man, like now I feel like I missed the block of text because I couldn't.
Only we had that big block of modifiers. We
Exactly.
could just go to that. Yeah.
All right. I'll never mock you again, block of modifiers. All right.
I mean, we probably will, but to be honest,
Exactly. Fortunately, I'm a hypocrite and have a very short memory, so it'll probably return to that very shortly. So then, Alwyn and Frederick, you've got your arrows knocked. I'm not going to make you make a stealth check again, but if you do want to try and gain that advantage or see that advantage pool further, I'll ask you to give us a challenging, I think, it's challenging perception in this game.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, so that'll be 3 advantage you've got in your pool thus far. Crit success. That is 3 more. You have 6 advantage in your pool, guys.
Cool.
And as a modifier, as a reminder, here are your spends for it. So, and I believe you guys are within half, so you're also point blank, aren't you?
Well, it's half. Yeah, half is +20. Short
20.
range.
So that'll be plus 40 between the aiming and the... So, go ahead and position yourself.
What range is point blank for a longbow?
Or honestly, anywhere you can see where you have line of sight in here. This whole area is going to be so cramped that anywhere you're firing at will be effectively point blank range.
And also point blank's +40 on its own.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So then it's.
So I think I'll be short range, but you probably be point blank.
Okay, let me do this too to help. We'll see if this helps. When I set this up, I thought I've at times set the walls, the dynamic lighting walls, so close that players can't actually tell what's a wall and what's a door and whatnot. So I tried to err on the side of there. Is that easier then to kind of clearly see what is covered and what's visible? I just made some adjustments to make the dynamic lighting walls closer to the walls themselves.
Yeah. So I need to move before I do all this.
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
I mean, with that much advantage, 4 advantage, you can have another action, so you could shoot twice potentially, couldn't you?
Yep.
One of us. So, if I use an alpha arrow and you use 2 shots, maybe, and we try and take 1 out each.
Yeah, could do that.
And it's worth knowing a successful check will also give you +1 advantage. So if you hit with your attacks, you'll feed 1 advantage back in as well.
Oh, yeah. Right then.
Okay.
Well, if you go first, you might get 2 successful hits, and then I might be able to have 2 shots.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, true.
Okay. So then, Frederick, you are up first. It'll be a net of what, +60, 60, I think. 20 for aim, 40 for point blank,
point
and
blank,
I can't. Yeah, and I can't dodge. They are too busy arguing.
So, refresh my memory. So, is it challenging? Or
No, normally it is. Yeah, it would be challenging, and then does it prompt you for a modifier otherwise?
yeah, target bonus.
Yes. So that one, and remember, I'm not sure if it's a drop-down menu or not, but remember, don't put the plus sign in, otherwise the world inverts.
Okay.
The ruinous powers add plus symbols to modifiers.
Right, so I've typed in 60 in there then.
Okay.
What's the SL bonus then?
Success level. That's if you've got something like a talent
or something.
or yeah.
Ah, right. Okay, right.
I mean, your target number was only 123. Come on, you lightweight. I thought you were studying. So that is a.
I don't know why I didn't.
I don't know if it rolled.
It didn't roll.
What did it do?
You've just clicked on bow or something. I don't know what it's done there.
Or did you have a plus? Did you put a plus sign in? That almost looks like you put a plus sign in. Did you happen to?
No, I just wrote 60.
Oh, should have worked. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right,
Try doing the exact same thing again. Let's see if it fouls up in some way.
Difficulty, no.
Difficulty will be challenging.
Bonus, 60. Submit. Oh,
There you
go. That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird, isn't it?
That's huge. So 18.
Nice.
So you guys get one advantage. What does it look like as this first one goes down?
Wow. I think he just a headshot and he just kind of slumps forward.
Yeah. So he's arguing. What you can see from now that you're sort of like
gets thrown back,
focusing in, the two of them are arguing about something that's on the ground. There's like a scrap of flesh or leather or some kind of parchment maybe that they're both pointing at and kind of like arguing. And one of them turns around to grab something and he looks back and his friend is now dead on the ground with an arrow sticking out of his head.
Yeah, and just as he comes to that realization, another one wends its way through the air.
So if you're spending four advantage.
4.
Yeah.
I think Sean's got the advantage, have you?
Yeah, it's on Thoknoth.
We're up to 7, right? It sounded like it was 7s, right? Yep.
So 60 again, or 40. Or no, that's 4 advantage. It's still the same shot, isn't it?
Still the same shot, yeah. Oh, no, but you're not aiming. So it'll be plus 40. 40.
Oh, right, let's do that again.
And I'm picturing you're like the, they're like the very polite scorekeepers in like polo or whatnot, Thoknoth, where you got the big pole with a number on top and you're just kind of like slowly changing it over.
An astounding success.
14. Yep. So why don't you tell us what it... Oh, hold on. I'm not applying their toughness. That last shot definitely would have killed that dude. But this one, they do have 5. So that'll be 14. So he staggers back. Yeah, because I was in the right arm as well. So he staggers back. And...
I just nod to Alwyn, like,
Yep, +1. So +1 advantage, and then they spent 4 advantage. So you guys should be at 4 total right now. And then Alwyn, what would you like to do?
I am going to fire off as well. So, so I get a 40 bonus. Okay.
I think you get 60, don't you? Because you aimed as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't think it's point blank for me because I've only got a normal bow. So
what's the range of the normal bow?
It's 50.
50?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get it. So a dude's 18 yards away.
Yeah, but it's half range is plus 20. Point blank, I don't know what point blank is. Isn't it like a quarter of the range or something?
Oh, so that's
really?
why. Sorry, I was conflating the two. So yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
It's like
so 15 damage to the body. So yeah, this guy kind of staggers back from beginning, hitting the arm with one bow, and then thunk, one just sits in, and he joins his fellow on the ground, dead.
Nice. Are you gonna wave us up, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's keep the advantage going as well for now. So you guys have 5 right now. And we'll go into tactical combat mode. Let me see if anybody hears anything elsewhere. Ooh. Okay. I will tell you, those two unlucky fellows, they rolled a 100 on their perception check. So you could have walked up and like mussed their hair on their head, and they wouldn't have detected you. So, what now, guys? So you've gestured for the others to kind of move up?
Yeah, and I'm going to suggest stick to the right wall, as we're looking at the map.
Yeah.
To keep away from that other tunnel as much as possible.
So because I'm a fucking pedant, when you're referring to like right wall, left wall, it's viewing it on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I should move once down there.
You've got a view. Boy, what do you see in there now? Holy smokes.
I don't see a lot, actually.
That one to the left?
No, because I'm getting this funny sort of...
Where are we moving?
Right, you see right there. What's that look like?
I can see bones, I could see. But
yeah, human bones.
Yeah, I saw those before, yeah.
As you all are moving down, you kind of understand why why Alwyn has suggested to stay away, because the stench coming from whatever is in that direction there is just awful. Frederick, I think you can see a little more now.
Yeah, I can't quite. I can. Not sure what I'm gonna have to.
I'm finding a 50% zoom is giving me a good overview of the overall map. If you guys don't want to, because you can see fairly far forward.
Some sort of structure there. I can't quite make out what that is.
Well, that's similar to them benches they were sitting on, or whatever that was.
Mats they were sitting on.
Yeah.
Or hide.
And then it leads onto stairs and then bones in the distance.
Yeah. And you can hear it now quite clearly, Frederick, the same low squeaking. It sounds bigger than like a sewer rat, but different from the rat men you've been facing.
Some beastie.
I'm going to have a look at what these Skaven were squabbling over, just in case it's something useful as well.
Yeah, so you get over there, and it looks like it's a piece of poorly cured leather or hide that they've got some kind of symbols that you don't recognize. And if these things are mockeries of humans and elves and dwarves, their language would likewise be a mockery of it. It seems like they're arguing over something on the ground, or something that's written on whatever this piece of hide is. Thognoth, would you give us a perception check, please? And this will be at average.
All right. Oh, look at that.
Nice. Okay, so here's what... I was checking to see whether you've got a sense of the layout. Like, you are a tunnel fighter, so this is your domain. And one of the things that these manlings may not appreciate is the subtleties of manlings need to see like hills going up or hills going down, towards the sky, away from the sky, in order to get a sense of geography and height and whatnot. Dwarves, it's the passage of air through the tunnels. It's the feeling of what each subtle change in each step going forward is like, and what the subtle overall passage in these unnatural, or these unnatural tunnels that have been dug. It is going down to the south. And you also can sense, just from the echoes of the way the sound is coming in here, there are interlacing tunnels in this part where things are likely going on top and underneath. It is truly a warren that you are moving through right now. Do you have any questions as well? With a crit success of that good, are there any questions you've got in relation to sort of the layout that you might pick up as a, experienced tunnel veteran?
Does it suggest to me where the majority would be?
It sounds like they're probably you're going to be running into them the whole way down here. But what you know is the overall progress down, which is where these things would originally come from, is to the south. And I think you can tell. Let me see if you can. There's any large chambers. It does sound like further to the south, there is at least one larger chamber that is just echoing with a good-sized group of them within, 25 yards south. So there's a cyst at some point that's been built out of the earth, where there's a bunch of them in there, and picture 10 or 12 Skaven all chittering with one another, and then that sound being carried out by the stone walls out and down the corridor.
I'll whisper to Katerina, sounds like there's a hall of them down beneath. By the way, Kevin, does Thognoth need to make a roll on the stench? I know they did.
They were up against the wall. You're one away from it right now. If you go in the other direction,
very good.
But yeah, and I think you can kind of, so not to step any closer to that. I'll give you also with a crit. These things have been known to keep charnel pits that serve a double duty. For one, it's so you don't have all of your detritus and whatnot in different places. And for two, you've heard that some of these Skaven also use those as horrific plague gardens, where they will generate whatever awful pestilence that they want to inflict on the surface races and the dwarves.
I'll move up a little.
What do you make of having, if there is this pestilence pit this close to the surface? Think there's anything to be drawn from that?
They spend a lot of time here? Or
So
there's been a lot of them?
If you got a laboratory where you are trying to fabricate effectively, biological weapons, do you think it's smart putting it close to where the sewer entrance is?
Deploy it. Yeah, where you want to deploy it, I'd imagine.
Right.
And I mean, do they keep away from it themselves? Can they fall foul of it themselves? So do you keep it away from your living area?
They can, yeah. They're not necessarily immune to plagues and diseases, so it'd be wise to keep it away as well. But yeah, this could be this may very well, it could just be a charnel pit, but it also could be where they're developing whatever plan they have for the rest of. Yeah. So,
well, whilst Alwyn, whilst you're sniffing about and rooting about there, I'm going to go and get to the top of these stairs and make sure there's nothing coming up.
Okay.
I'll go and scout ahead, folks. I might duck in here, actually. I might just duck in there.
Yeah, and that sound is getting louder. If you want to position yourself off of the grid, by the way, guys, just hold down Alt when you're moving your thing in place, and then it'll not snap to the thing. Once we're in combat, that's it's useful to know what square you're on. But outside of it, if you want to position yourself or whatever, I'm fine with you being off grid. So Thognoth, that's sort of what you're thinking is what that pit might be, and it definitely sounds also Thognoth. I mentioned the overlapping sounds in this direction. There is definitely one of those places where one higher tunnel meets a lower tunnel.
And do I have a sense of whether this is the higher or the lower of the two?
This is the lower.
Okay.
So what's the plan, guys? The sound, incidentally, Oh, sorry. Again, you could like bang a pot, and you'd have difficulty hearing it over the sound of the Skaven chittering and screeching at one another.
I'm watching Frederick and Alwyn for indications as they.
Yeah, I'll turn around and like gesture to the others that it looks clear. And I'll point that I'm gonna advance.
Okay. Alwyn, you could keep this scrap of hide, but like the language is whatever these Skaven.
I'm gonna just instinctively pass it to Fognoff because he's had encounters with Skaven. Whether he's got a clue what it means is, I don't know. But I'm just gonna say, well, this is what a Skaven were arguing over, and just give it to him and sort of move on to follow up Frederick.
It's, as I described, it's a poorly cured piece of hide with seemingly their letters from their alphabet on there.
Is this some sort of structure or plank, or what is?
It looks like it's a travoy or something, or like somewhere to transport bodies or something. The stains on the top of it would likely tell you that it may be whatever is going into this pit. This might be what's transporting them down there.
Okay. Does Stognoth let Katerina know of his observations? That's a disease pit or a place where they would try to create pestilence?
Yeah, once you're looking at it,
Okay.
he'll.
How would he frame it, you think?
They do. Skaven, they do their experiments in there. They try to create some foul brew that affect their foes.
We should destroy it on the way out.
Stay away from it. I don't. Do I know, Kevin, the details of such a thing? Like how to.
So what you know, like one of the things that is written in the annals of the Khazalid, or the dwarves. What's the dwarven name for themselves? Khazad?
No, that's the language.
Khazalid is the language, I know. Karak is the name of their community. Dawi. The Dawi.
Dawi. There you go.
I had to look it up. That's what me remembering. So
Yeah.
The legends among the Dawi are one of the ways that the Skaven come is with a harbinger of plague rats. Rats can be spreaders of plagues and diseases anyway, so it sometimes can be an insidious way of getting more virulent and dangerous plagues spread among a population that is going to be invaded. So there are those who throw the glass globes and shit like that, but that's not a particularly effective way to weaken an entire city. Unleashing a horde of plague-ridden rats with something that they've specifically cooked up as being just awful, that is a way of really affecting this. And for this particular city, it's not as protected as a dwarven Karak would be, for instance, but it does actually share some characteristics because there's really only one entrance here. Remember that Oldenleitz is on effectively like a little tongue of land that goes out into a lake, and then the whole city is built out and up. So there are tons of places for plague-ridden rats to go, and a narrow way out of here.
I'll say to Katerina that I think we should give it to wide berth and leave it to the flood. The flood should deal with it.
Is that a reasonable assessment?
Oh yeah, I say with great confidence, and I move forward.
Yes, without knowing. Katerina, why don't you give us a?
I feel like Katerina, that's your wheelhouse, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So give us an epidemiology. No. Why don't you give us a?
How is research under range? That's so weird. Anyway, or is that separate?
I think that might just be because it's in alphabetical
order.
Yeah.
I have research. That's the only thing close to
Yeah. I mean, I think part of because preventative medicine is like as it goes in the old world, Shalia would be one of the ones who would be most prominently involved in that, and you've been involved in the healing house here. So I think research or heal, your choice, because both use intelligence. And why don't you make it a let's say easy check. This is really truly in your area.
Yeah, I think I will choose heal, 'cause that's a little better. And easy, you said? Okay. Steps. Nope, I guess I don't understand.
You want a fortune then?
It's so close. Yeah, I mean,
you
there's
got a pretty good chance of it.
Yeah. So you got that free fortune.
Because your lazy DM forgot to give you that fate you should have got months ago.
Much better.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So if this water goes down and then floods out the other side, like it sounds like what they're planning, so it doesn't back up on the city, that's a great plan. It would likely it would carry it away, and whatever is cooking down there would go and affect whatever the water ends up. The concern is if it backs up in some way, then you would be, it may not be as effective or as dangerous as what, what the, whatever plan they've got for distributing this pestilence among the population. But that, if it backs up, you're going to have this mire of plague-ridden water that would just, even if it defeats these rat folk, that's almost inviting the Plague Lord, to cause trouble with this.
So, all right. She tells Stognoth we should burn this on the way out. Or,
all right.
I don't know. I mean, I guess we have lantern oil, but that doesn't.
It goes on the list. We see the list is find axe.
In the movies,
save city.
In the movies,
Right.
Oh, sorry, Carl. I'm talking
in the
over
movies, if in the movies, if you throw a lantern and it bursts and it catches
explodes.
Fire.
Yeah.
But on Spike Pitch podcast, it doesn't.
It does not. It does not.
One of
vegetable oil, I say. Vegetable oil. It's not napalm.
I know. I probably would have I guess it'd be whale oil back then, probably.
Yeah.
Most likely,
but
right?
the Skaven might use more dangerous devices.
Yeah.
Oh, the Skaven might have a good explosive.
Oh yeah,
They have
you need
the
a warp fire thrower.
warp flamer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, warp fire thrower. Give it a blast.
You can find one of those.
Yeah,
that'll do the trick. Mind you, there is a good chance of the damn thing blowing up on you as well. So
right.
Yeah. Don't be close by when you affect your plan.
Yeah. All right, then.
Okay.
So that seems to be what's going on with that plague cyst. Now, here's something interesting, Frederick. This looks like it's higher up, and it looks like there's like a crudely made platform moving further up. So this is about, I think, maybe 6 meters up.
Oh. Can I see that little stack of stuff? I don't suppose I can see that little stack of stuff on the top there, can I?
Which stuff? The stones? Yeah, from line of sight you probably don't.
No, so I'll pretend I don't know that's there.
I can tell you, I did try and figure out how to set up the line of sight here, and I was like, I'm just going to give it up.
Yeah, right. Well, I'll move on down to the platform, then I'll just look around, make sure the rest of the group is following along, and then I'll just point and signal to Alwyn my intention to
this also on. You can hear the echoing of more soft chittering.
Yeah, I'm hugging the eastern wall.
You got it.
I don't know if that truly is in shadow, but in case it is, I suppose the whole place is in shadow, isn't it?
Yeah, there's really, as soon as you get behind that wall, let me here, I'll make it easier. Wrong button. Go. Oh. Do. I don't know if I need to make that noise, but it's kind of like when someone decides to use a chainsword in a 40k game.
Right.
It says in the rulebook you have to make that like sound to it. So, all right. Oddly enough, guns seem to sound that same way too. But again, I didn't write the rulebook. So does that help with seeing sort of where the shadows are?
Yeah.
Now this thing is weird. It's like I'm sure we've all at some point used like poorly built stairs or poorly built things that just like don't seem to be to the correct human proportion. That's what this is. These ladders seem to be built for Skaven proportions. So it's not going to prevent you from using it. But it's just that it's one of those kind of awkward where, like, the next rung up, it's probably, do you want to go 2 up? But that's a little bit too high.
Yeah. Maybe I'll take it. Maybe I will go up there because that might give me a good vantage point up there.
Well, you can also hear from down here. It looks like you can see more of that shadow spilling out. That colored light is great stuff.
Nice. Yeah.
The sound in here, there's got to be like 10 to 15 of them all chittering and yapping to one another in there. Because there's a cacophony of sound spilling out from here and then down both ways.
There must be some kind of opening in this rock somewhere that I can't see. I'm gonna attempt to scale this ladder.
Love it. Okay. Would you give us a... Let's make it a challenging... No, let's make it a average stealth check, please.
Average stealth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, quite good.
That's nice. So you're easily able to bring yourself up to the top there. You can see there's that little pile of rocks. It looks like there is a little chest that's been set down there. That definitely seems to be something that is human built and likely was taken from the surface.
I'm wondering what these what.
There's a stink of bodies. Like there's the stink of like sweat and fur from this direction, and there's some soft chittering.
Does this pile of stones look like? Do they look like a pile of ammunition that you might throw down on people, or does it look like arising from mine working? Does it look like all of a similar size, or does it just look like a pile of rubble kind of?
It's tough to tell. You want to poke around in it? It looks deliberately set for one.
Yeah, it does look like they're covering something up. I don't know if I want to uncover something that the Skaven have covered up. I'll wave down to the group. I'll wave down to the group and signal that I'm looking at something. I'll do this whole
okay,
and perhaps wave them.
Alan, can you see him right now?
No, I just wanted to stay there because I just wanted to try and recover the arrows before I moved down.
Oh, right.
So
What did we say? Was it?
Well, it was a D6 per arrow, but I can't remember.
You had to roll
a 1 or a 6. I can't remember.
You had to roll a 6. You had to roll. You got a 1 in 6 chance, and we said a 6 being high was a success.
Okay, so on a 6 you get the arrow back.
Yeah.
Right, so I'll try and recover Frederick's as well. So I'll roll 3 and just I can pass into him later.
Okay.
No.
You're all well and truly busted. Okay, so.
And then I shall move down.
Okay, so Frederick, I think, has disappeared into the darkness for you. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're gesturing down, but you can see, like, Alwyn is on the edge of that light, and he doesn't seem to see where you are.
Yeah, I just because I can see him, I've sort of like foolishly assumed that he can see me. Not. It's probably half doing it out of nervousness. It's not all tactical. Special ops stuff.
Yeah.
It's just
so what you can hear, Alwyn,
a lightness really.
The sound from down here. You saw that light down there, right? When you were closer to the far side.
That's about This is about as far as I can see the light.
Okay.
That's the edge of the light I
So
can
there's
see.
a little bit of a glow coming from this direction here, and there's a lot of noise. It also sounds like there is a high ceiling in here from like this every little sound of your boot scraping up against the ground is echoing off of the ceiling. And Frederick, you can see like Alwyn clearly doesn't seem to see you.
Yeah, I'll gesture to Fognorth to sort of catch me up and say I can't see where Frederick's gone. He's gone into the darkness. Can your eyes see him?
And Thognoth, you can see Frederick is gesturing at you.
I go down to him and I say, I can see him.
Okay, as long as he's all right.
So what you cannot see, Alwyn, is that there is a 6-yard raise on here, and there's a little ladder right where Frederick is. He's climbed up the ladder and made his way to that second, tier.
Frederick's going up a ladder, up to a bit of a rise.
It doesn't sound good ahead. This sounds like there's quite a lot of them.
Aye, there's a hall of them ahead somewhere. We don't see any movement up there, right, Kevin?
Frederick, you guys can't see up there because, again, that's 20 feet or whatever up. But Frederick he's heard the sound of soft chittering in this direction. And there's the stink of bodies, of sweat and fur in that direction. And there is a peculiar pile of rocks that seems beckoning to him.
Yeah. I'm over to them rocks now, if that's all, and I wanna lift up one and sort of. How big are they? I mean, are they easy enough to lift up, or are they quite? For
you,
substantial?
definitely, because the Skaven are a little slighter than it too. So when you get there, you start moving stuff aside from it, and what you can find in there is they seem to have piled up some loose coins, some cutlery. There's buttons in here, like shiny stuff has been picked up and seemingly buried in here.
All right, it's a little stash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It fits with what Thognoth has told you about how clever these things can be, while also being painfully stupid, because this place is neither secure nor is it inconspicuous.
Hmm. Is it junk? Does it appear to be junk? Nothing interesting.
Let's see. I think. Why don't you give us a average haggle check?
Okay.
This is not a. Oh no, evaluate. Wait, are you trained in evaluate?
I'm pretty good at it, haggling.
Evaluate is a advanced skill.
No, I don't know.
Don't want to be trained in that?
No. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm only 20. I'm 29 in evaluate. Hold on, advanced skill. You said.
Yeah. So you would have to have training in it.
I would have to have a 1 in that, wouldn't I? So no, I haven't got that. But
okay.
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at haggling.
Okay, so let me just make a roll for you. Okay, you think that some of this stuff may be maybe of value, like the detritus. There's also probably about. Give us a 3d6 roll, please. Okay, 8. 7, sorry. Oh, wait, because the first one was the arrows. I was like, I don't know why Darren's rolling for you, but I'll take it. All right. Yeah, there are... so 7, that'll be 84 brass pennies that you're able to kind of pull out of here.
Okie dokie.
some of it's in change and whatnot. Alwyn and Thognoth, would you guys kindly give us a stealth check at easy, please?
This will be underground, I assume?
Yes, yeah. Nice. Great roll, Alwyn. Wow. Nice roll, Thognoth. All right, so you guys are
Nice.
Unbelievably quiet. Katarina, I'm not making you roll yet because you're still keeping at a distance. What would you guys like to do next? Alwyn still cannot see Frederick, incidentally. Neither can Katarina.
I'm gonna go over to the box or the chest.
Okay. This appears to be a slotted thing that you would use it to transport like perishables, and whatever was in here, whatever vegetables or whatnot that were stacked up, they're either gone or have rotted. It seems like someone brought a whole bunch of something down here.
Okay.
What would you like to do next?
I will go over to this side and see if I can peer down and see my companions to alert them that I'm try and catch sight of Thognoth really and just give him a wave to.
Okay. So Thognoth, you can see Frederick is waving at you. You can tell he's in the darkness, so the others would not see him.
He's giving us the wave ahead.
Yeah, just and in that vein, I'll continue down the edge of the thing now that I've seen Thognoth.
Now, Frederick, would you kindly give us a stealth check at average? Because you've stumbled across a cyst where a pack of Skaven are sleeping.
Stealth average. Yes.
So what you can see, carry on moving yourself as close as you'd like. There are, it looks like 5 to 6 Skaven all sleeping in here. There are weapons that are set up in here too. These look to be similar to the clan rats that you've faced before. But they're all
And they've left
chittering and kind of sleeping. Would you
and
give
they've
us,
put their weapons off to one side, have they?
They have. Would you give us a perception check, please, at challenging?
Oh no!
You
Don't
unfortunate?
notice at all.
You got 4 fortune left, I think.
Nah, I feel like he just
Wasn't
was
paying attention.
preoccupied. Yeah, he's just not paying attention. He's
So
thinking,
unfortunately,
"Oh my god."
as you're still looking forward, remember those little like noisemaker things they've set up?
Yeah, I was just thinking about traps myself, seeing if I could set a trap for these guys. But
You know, this would be a perfect place to set up, and you hear a twang.
being a trapper and everything.
Exactly.
You know.
And I think, guys, that is where we'll take our mid-session break because we're going to be rolling some initiative when we get back. So, for those listening at home, we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Oh. Well, you're happy now, Musa.
All right. Let's set up for a scrap. Turn orders. Get rid of the previous ones. Here we go. And grab one of these guys. Oh, we're almost at the end of October, which means it's almost been 3 months since I've accidentally deleted a initiative tracker. Back on track. All right. And initiative is just a score in this game, isn't it? We don't roll it? At least at the default rules? Yeah.
By default, anyway, yeah.
Okay. All right. So at your leisure, guys, if you could click on your initiative. I don't think you need to click on your token, but... Okay. Nice, nice. Tiebreaker on initiative. Dex score or something like that, or agility score?
Agility. Or initiative bonus, I believe, is the first one.
Let's see here. Same initiative. Agility.
Agility, okay. Slowly getting stuck up there. Who is a higher agility?
The games are different, so it's hard. Various games are.
Yeah. Thognoth. What's also the fun is going from the FFG games where it's like it's awareness to this game where it's perception to Imperium Malcolm where it's awareness.
Yep.
Who has a higher agility, Katarina or Thognoth?
I have a 37.
I have a 24.
Okay, so there we go. All right, so where we last left our Grim and Perilous heroes was Frederick. So sadly, no one on the ground is aware of what's about to happen here. So we'll be reacting as we go. Frederick, I am going to make a couple of checks here. It seems that these things don't trust their fellows when they sleep, so they set up little noisemaker things. I actually rolled, if you hadn't rolled so terribly on it too, there would have been bloody, like I rolled like a 2-degree failure on it, so I'm like, well, I guess he's going to spot this and not trigger it, but the -5 failure does trump that. So.
Yeah.
Let's make an initiative check for them, actually, see how fast they're able to respond. So they are sort of scrambling and they're awake, but they're trying to figure out. This is the, someone's ringing the doorbell while I was dead asleep kind of moment where they're trying to figure out what the hell's going on. They're not prone any longer, but they're not doing anything else. I'm going to skip the people who aren't Frederick for this first round because you don't know anything's happening. Frederick, what are you doing?
Well, as soon as he feels that thing go, he's not messing about. He's GTFO. So
okay. So you can move. If you want to run, you just need to give us a average athletics check, and you can move double your move plus your success level in yards. I think that's right.
I don't know if running is the way to go.
Oh, you're just going to move your regular move?
I think I might get away. And maybe, hold on, how far? I've forgotten how far I come now.
While you're doing that, why don't we do this? Katarina and Thognoth, would you each give us a average perception check, please? I actually think you might hear them kind of stirring.
No, he's gonna run. You're gonna run. I'm overthinking it. He's definitely running. Yeah, nuts. So how far does he go again?
First give us a athletics check at average. Nice. So I think, Katarina, you were told by Thognoth and Alwyn that
Oh God, I'm gonna re-roll that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good call. It's that helm.
It is. So,
Oh, for crumbs.
In fairness, Thognoth's attention may be razor focused, on, or like totally focused on that fucking like group of 10 to 15 that are likely up at that junction ahead. So failure doesn't mean you failed. It just means that it's -3 yards to your overall movement. So your run would be double your move, which is 8, but we're going to have to take 2 of those away. So you can move 6 squares by running.
All right. Okay.
And these things were too kind of like confused to make free strikes on you.
3, 4, 5, 6. I'm back near the top of the ladder.
Yeah, so that is your action for the turn. You go running over as these things are chittering and awakening. I'm waving as I'm running.
Yeah.
How did Alwyn do on his... Oh, sorry, I don't think I asked. Oh, you haven't had your turn yet, Alwyn. So you go running over waving, but again, like you're in the darkness. So you would know that like the Alwyn and Katarina will not see what you're doing. Thognoth his eyes are fixed further down the tunnel here. So he's not looking at you unless you make any noise.
No, I'm not. I'm trying. I'm definitely not making any noise.
Thognoth, you could spend a fortune and re-roll that if you wanted.
no, I'm good.
I think the critical failure is a much funnier result.
It is.
Alwyn, would you give us a perception check, please?
This is average, is it? Or challenging?
This will be average.
Okay.
Because there's been a change in the ambient level. So, like, I think what happens is there's, like, this louder chittering that's going on up there as these things are waking up. And both Alwyn and Katarina, you both can look at one another like something's gone wrong up there. You can't see him, but you know that Frederick was up there, and it sounds like there's a bunch of pissed off Skaven now.
Yeah. I'll get my bow ready.
Okay.
Probably was already.
Yeah, I'll get my sling ready.
Okay. So they are scrambling around and grabbing weapons and stuff. Let me just... I'm going to make this an easy task to see, Frederick. Mm-hmm. I had failed before. I did not... I did not fail this time. They look over, and there's some screeching you can hear, Frederick. And I think because of the limited view... How far does your night vision go? Let me see here.
I can't see him now. No.
That's great. So it sounds like that they're all pissed off, and because of the way the opening of it, the louder they get, the more the sound carries directly towards you. So it sounds like every single one of them is calling you out in that chittering Skaven tongue, and they are all getting their stuff ready. So that is what they are doing. Katarina, you've heard something up on the top there. What would you like to do?
I can't really see up there, though, right?
No.
No.
Now, you do have lanterns, too, guys. You guys each, there's 2 storm lanterns among the party. So if you choose to open the aperture on them, that might give you some more light beyond what's coming from the tunnels. Your concern, I think, coming down here before was that it'll show up as, a source of light in what is otherwise darkness.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's light from that torch, so maybe it won't be that. All right, I'll open the lantern and see what's up there.
Okay. So let me give you... There we go, and... Lovely. All right. I think you guys can clearly see now. Frederick, why don't you tell us what they see as he is...
Are you leaping off the ledge?
No, I'm at the top of the ladder.
Yeah.
I could flap my wings. I could try and fly off the ledge.
He did come running over and was like...
Yeah, I think the whole sense that there's no stopping going on. It's only an effect of the initiative round. I'm still going, and I'm affecting the descent down the ladder as soon as that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Katarina, you still have a move if you like.
I guess if I could probably move back to here. And I can't. That's even worse. Shoot. No, it's probably a good place to be, and I can, if anything follows, Frederick.
One of the things that Thognoth you'd be aware of as a tunnel fighter is the way that sounds carry. Like one of the important strategies as a tunnel fighter, especially in these kinds of locations, is picking the place where the noise is going to happen. Because it's sometimes tough to know where it's coming from, especially for these kind of like carrying over things. Sound from one chamber over is pretty easy to figure out where that's coming from. Sound that's being carried and echoed along from further away is more difficult to find.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned that because, again, it sounds like there's 10 to 15 that are up in here. So, Katarina's turn. Thognoth.
And so I see. So is Frederick coming down right now?
Frederick looks like he's about, like, now that the light goes on, you're like, what the? And you look up. Frederick looks like he's about to like jump onto this Skaven ladder and come scrambling down.
All right. Thognoth is a little concerned that the sound is going to carry to a big bunch of them down there. So he's setting up. He's setting up in the front here, just in case we get bull rushed.
Okay.
From this direction.
So you're fine with the fight being here then?
Well, if he's coming down the ladder, I don't know if I have a choice right now. I mean, I was going to go up, but since he's coming down,
well, if you got, well, I can't say that, can I?
Well, yeah, what were you saying?
I was just going to say, if Thognoth looked like he was coming up.
I hadn't really moved yet. I mean, I was just looking up, seeing that in fact, I didn't hear anything. So probably my first notice of awareness of anything going wrong is you scrambling down the ladder, really, because I critically failed my awareness. So your bottom heading towards me in a scramble is probably my first awareness. That
you know what? Do you think that Thognoth might think that the sound of the skittering coming out at you is actually coming from where you thought the big group is?
Yeah, it's possible because Frederick was up there at height, so maybe he saw from height something that was happening on our level.
Okay. So because we're going into combat, though, I'll ask you to stay to the grid just because it's easier to measure that way. Like maneuvering your characters around outside of combat is fine being off the grid, but just in combat, it's a pain in the ass to measure. So that looks like you've moved 2. You still have 1 more square if you wanted to.
I think I'm good. I don't know.
So what about action? Anything you wish to do?
I'm, just making sure I've. If I didn't, I think I already did. But I'll have my Warhammer in hand with the shield, and I'll probably just reflexively say, "Brace, lads."
Might I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
What about
assess?
Assess, yeah.
Yeah. That's probably a good call. I forget about that. Let me see here. What would be my... let's see. How about intuition for where the threat's coming from?
Intuition is a passive perception kind of thing. It sounds like you are actively trying to find where they are, which would be perception.
Okay. Okay. Perception's fine. Challenging?
Challenging, yeah, for this.
Nope.
Want to fortune that, or we good? There's no penalty for bad results on this, so it's I think it's carrying over. Like maybe you're a little confused right now because you get up here like What's that sound up there?
Yeah.
All right.
It's all happening fast.
It is, yeah. Frederick, what are you doing?
I'm gonna get down there. I think he's maybe sort of forgotten about the stuff going on in the other chamber, and he don't want to get caught up on that platform maybe pushed off the edge. So
Okay.
I'm going to come down.
So it'll take you 4 of your movement to get down that ladder because it's effectively 2 squares high, and it would be like difficult terrain, so it would cost you twice to get down. You can make an athletics check to try and increase that.
Nah, would I end up here?
Basically,
Or-
yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
Frognoff, they're up there. There's 5 of them up there.
So you still have an action then, because if you didn't run, you can still take an action as well.
Can I assess?
You could, yeah. Give us a perception check, please.
I'll just sort of say, Fognoff, there's 5 up there. What's going on down here? Is this challenging?
Challenging,
It was,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh. Can I? There's a thing where you can change the result by 1. Is that
You
right?
can,
So
but in this game, you can't change a failure into a success that way, but you can in Imperium Maledictum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's one of the changes they made. Do you want to re-roll that, though? You could fortune point in... I mean, you could spend 2 to get that into a 1, then that's a success. Oh, no, you can't. You can't in this game.
No,
Sorry.
I'll just leave it. It's just I've not assessed very well under
yeah.
the circumstances. That seems
And
reasonable.
the high ceiling in here, that noise from up ahead, and perhaps some others further down, like there's a lot of different places this sound is echoing off of.
Yeah, I imagine I'm just starting to rummage about, thinking, "Oh, I need an arrow. I'm going to need an arrow," and I'm not got my mind on things properly, not gathered myself, composed myself. I'm not composed.
Well, and imagine how frustrating it is trying to get down that weirdly sized ladder in a quick way too. Like,
right off.
fucking thing.
I probably put my foot down too, sort of like, too heavily at the bottom one, because you get into into a river, and then it jarringly hit the bottom, thinking, oh well, the floor was closer than I thought. Yeah.
All right, Alwyn, what are you doing? Oh, first we're gonna have a toast to Mo.
Oh.
To Mo.
Samo.
Oh yeah. With the news of the Skaven coming, I am going to back up with Katarina.
Okay.
I'm going to take Astrid with me. Now, would I be able... I know you can't do like an Overwatch or anything, but would I be able to aim at the ladder knowing that they're going to come down the ladder? If you know what I mean, potentially.
Yeah, I mean, how are you... It sounds like you're trying to ready in action without calling it a ready in action.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am. Yeah.
That is precisely. You're very observant, Madison.
But normally you've got no control of whatever of where they're coming. But because it's like a ladder, I didn't know if it would be. But no. Okay.
I don't. Let me see something here. Let's see if there's an advantage spend that can get you around that.
Is that what awareness is? Is that
I was trying to use aim, but rather than Overwatch.
Okay, but that is something I will let you do. I'll let you get if you want to spend this round aiming for that area when your initiative track comes up. Yeah, you'll benefit from that.
I'm not going to shoot when they appear. I'm just getting ready to shoot them on the ladder next.
Exactly.
turn.
Yep. No, I'm totally fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
I don't know if aim requires you to specifically designate one target or not, but I'm fine with what you've described. Whatever, there's not one Skaven you're looking for. It's any available Skaven.
Yeah. You're just taking a bead on the top of that ladder, ain't you? And just kind of...
Yep. Yeah. Love it. Okay, so then at top of the round, Skaven O'Clock. Let's take a look at their move. I think I need to make an athletics check for them. Let's see. Okay. So you can hear them chittering and screeching up top. And let's hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they've run to the top here. So Alwyn, if you'd like to make an attack, they are expecting something, but I'm going to give them minus 10 to their parry.
Well, like I say, I'm aiming for my next round rather than.
Oh, right, because it doesn't interrupt. Yeah, I just.
Sort of thing. Yeah.
This is an easy way to gaslight the GM. Is just there's some games where I'm allowed to do this, so I'll just propose it, and then Kev will forget what game we're playing, and then we'll allow it anyway. All right, so then these things are all racing along. And have their spears and things out. Because you managed to make it to the ground as well, Frederick, they're not able to reach you. Thognoth, you can see them skittering across the top. It seems that their Skavens have somehow flanked you. Their deceptive tactics are have defeated you. Katarina, what have you done?
I'm gonna fire sling at one of those guys.
So you've got a lantern in your hand, though.
Yeah. I can throw the lantern up at him.
I mean, you could do that, but that's not really what I was suggesting. I was more meaning the point that the sling would require two hands to use, effectively, right? So
yeah, I put the lantern down. That's fine.
Okay. So you have to put the lantern down and then get your sling.
I had the sling out already. That's what I said last time.
Well, no, you lit the lantern last time.
I took out the sling and took out the lantern. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. All right. I put the lantern down.
No, just give me a sec here. Let me think. I think what I'll do is, if you're going to place the lantern on the ground, it's not quite the same as dropping it, but instead of like not letting you also get a sling in and fire it, this game is pretty permissive with drawing weapons. So why don't we just say you get minus 10 to whatever other things? I think you're at point blank range with these things anyway, right?
Yeah.
What's the range of the sling?
A sling.
Because they're only 8 yards away. Oof. Is it in the GM screen here?
60 for a sling.
Yeah, so these are at point blank range anyway. You're going to get plus 40, so it'll be minus 10 plus 40 to your attack. Go ahead and give us your...
30.
Yeah, go ahead and give us your attack, and they're going to try to get the shield up. God, minus 3. This isn't going to work well for them. Nice!
So plus 5, so I guess it's 11 points.
Why is it plus 5?
Because you got minus 3 and I got plus 2.
Oh, right, for the net successful. Right. So that's 11 damage. Okay, then... Right, 5 total. Okay, so... one of them is hit in its spear arm. Okay. And then the lantern is at Katarina's feet right now. Thognoth, what are you doing?
Do they at this? So I see one at the top of the ladder, right? Do they seem like they're coming down?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I am going to reposition. I'm going to reposition right at the right so I can attack when they're at the bottom, when they're on the ladder. You know, just at the bottom. Okay. That's where I'm gonna.
Yeah, Frederick is
I don't want anyone coming up behind me either, so I'm going on this side.
Okay, you got it. Anything you wish to do?
Assess.
Okay, give us a perception check.
Okay, perception.
See, and challenging.
All right.
Okay.
Didn't get there.
All right, Frederick. What are you thinking? Oh, you might be muted on your mic. So,
Yeah,
Timo.
sorry. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to hold my ground and shoot.
Okay.
Shoot.
Yeah, that is definitely point blank range. So that's plus 4. And are you shooting the injured one?
I'm shooting at whoever is next to come down the ladder.
That would be the one, Joe. It's not that one. I got a critical fail on my thing. I think he tries to get his shield up, and it actually clatters down next to you. So that one at the top here, I'll put a marking on him. No longer has a shield.
What's the bonus for point blank again?
Plus 40, 40.
Okay.
Here, put the stop sign. No shield. So I failed by 5. That is a 9. That is 17 points of damage. So
That's gonna hurt.
as he's going over, he sort of sees you about to fire and kind of tries to get the shield up. The shield goes flying off of his arm, and he leaves himself completely open for your shot.
Around his, up through under his chin there.
That is 1 advantage from that shot. Do you want to move as well, or are you good where you are?
There's a penalty on the shooting, isn't there, if you're moving?
Oh, right. So you have to stay where you are. Right.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Alwyn, what are you doing?
I guess it's only that one at the top of the ladder that I can shoot at with the aim, isn't it?
This one here as well. This guy's right on the edge. This guy's right on the edge.
Okay. Well, if I can shoot this one, I'll try and shoot that one.
Sure.
Okay. I shall fire off arrow.
Ooh. I did succeed in a parry with 1 degree of success.
Okay, I've got plus 40. Oh no, I've done that wrong.
Oh, sorry, 2 degrees success. Forgot to put the fucking shield. Critical success, though. Holy smokes.
Nice.
So that is 2 net degrees of success. So that's 9 points of damage. But this is a minor character, so the critical success will take him down. What do you think that looks like?
He's sort of looking over the edge, just waiting for his mate to get off the ladder, and it just hits him like in the chest, and he just falls forward and crumples at the bottom of that little edge there.
One
So
more
lands next to Frederick.
advantage. Anyone want to spend 4 to take a second action?
Is it an action to say corny things like, "Oh, nice of you to drop in"?
It's free action. You do have to say it in a fake Austrian accent, but other than that, you're good. Alan, do you wish to spend any advantage, or is it off to?
I mean, I can take another shot at the injured one if people are all right. Do you have to? When do you declare it? Do you just declare it during your turn?
Yeah,
or?
you're spending advantage during your turn because it is listed as additional action.
Yeah. If people are all right with that, I could potentially take out that injured one.
Yeah, shoot him up.
Okay. I'll take a
So
shot at that
you
one.
can only do it once per turn, and you don't generate any advantage from this action.
Okay.
But that's fine.
Right.
Okay, so
Watch
4, so you're
out.
down to 3 advantage in the pool. Go ahead.
Shall shoot at the injured one then?
Yep.
At the top.
Okay, I got.
I wanna
I actually got 3 degrees success this time.
I won't get the aim this time. So it's only plus 20.
Point blank is plus 40 though, isn't it? 40.
I'm not quite at point blank.
Oh, okay.
It's like literally 5 yards for mine.
Ah, okay.
So, but I did get a crit.
Holy shit! Why don't you tell us what it looks like as this one goes down?
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I think he's already on the ladder, was he?
They're
He
about
was
to jump
pretty-
onto
he's
it.
just- yeah.
Oh, right, so he sort of had one hand on the ladder, and
So it turns out these guys actually can scamper down the ladder just with standing up.
Oh, right. So
Yeah. They got the tail. They've got,
particularly agile. Yeah. So I think it's another one. Then that he's leaning over, he gets it in the head, and just crumples down by the side of Fognoff. Another broken body at the side of him.
Yeah. So I thought not the group advantage should be 3 right now. Sorry. To adjust your scoring placard.
Did you give an advantage for Katarina's hit?
Did not, no. So it'd be 4.
Okay.
So then, that is end of the round. Top of the round, these Skaven. Okay. Frederick, this one is going to start moving down and is going to try and get you. So would you care to... Let's see here. You got the bow in your hand. So I don't think you could use, I guess, improvised to try and contest it. Can you use dodge on to defend against melee?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just means that you're not going to do a hit on a
crit. The critical success isn't the same.
Okay. So then, yeah, I'm not sure if your dodge is better, Frederick, or if you want to try and use improvised weapons.
No. I'm not endangering my bow. That would be sacrilegious. So dodging only.
Okay.
The thought of hitting Skaven with my actual hunting bow. No.
All right. So this one stabs at you. I got an impressive 5 degrees of failure on my roll.
Oh, wrong.
So go ahead and give us your dodge.
Is this on average or challenging?
Challenging. Contested rolls are always challenging.
Right. Mine seems to keep defaulting to average. Can you change the way it defaults or anything, or does it always?
That I don't know.
It always defaults to average, I think.
Oh, does it?
I mean, average is the default for non-combat. Just a regular roll. So that's probably why it's doing that.
Ah, all right. Oof. No.
Do you want a fortune now?
Yeah, I don't want that. I'm not having that.
It's one of the few 100s we've seen in this game.
Oh.
So I actually got a net of 1 degree of success. Between the two of you spazzing out, one of them managed to get through. Fortunately, it's not a big hit. It is 8 points of damage to your... let's see here.
So what's my armor situation there?
Yeah, your armor, I think you've got 1 or 2 points of armor, and then it's your toughness bonus, which to be subtracted from that 8.
Did you say on my body?
On your body, yeah. So it's probably your most heavily armored area.
Yeah, I got 2 armor on my body and my toughness bonus.
It's probably a 3, right?
Where does it tell you?
It should be on the same picture where your
I
armor
see.
is.
No, I got toughness 4.
Toughness 4. Okay, so that is 6. Now hold on. I can't remember if the spear is. It's got reach, but I don't remember if it's got piercing. So each of these things has. It's on the GM screen. I should have checked that. No, it's got impale, which I think is only matters with crits. Impale. Impale is a crit on any doubles as well as any number divisible by 10. That is a lot. Oop. Let's see here. It is then. So you would have taken a net of 2 points of damage, Frederick.
And that's on my wounds, yeah?
Yeah, from your wounds.
Okay, 15.
All right, and the next one will scamper up here. And, the Skaven have one advantage now, too. Thugnoth, from halfway down the thing, it's going to try and stab you. You want to defend?
Right. Yes.
You can't counterattack on this just because it's they're using their very long weapon. I got 3 degrees of success.
Okay. Let's see here. Challenging.
It's got your shield that gives a bunch of bonuses too, right?
Indeed. So that would be +5 on the success because of the SL bonuses. 3 for my talent of shieldsman and 1 from the defensive trait of the shield.
Okay, nice. All right, so then that is so you succeed.
I can't use anything of that. I was just putting it up there for our.
No, but you know what though? Situationally, he's halfway down the ladder. You want to give us a contested athletics to try and knock him off the ladder? It'll cost you 2 advantage to do that, but
yeah, let's do it.
Worth it.
okay. I failed by 4.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Critical.
How does this one die?
Let's see here. I think he just breaks his neck. He gets jump. He surprisingly gets he pokes at me. I bash his shield back. It sends him off. And he's, to those who are listening very carefully, hard to hear the snap of the Skaven neck as he hits the.
Speaking of listening, who's feeling lucky?
Not on perception.
What was that, Colin? I'd like to roll. You got it, Colin. Would you give us a D100 roll, please? Rolling high would be good here.
Got to tell him earlier, Kevin. Got to tell him earlier.
Yeah.
You're a little late on the notification on that.
So, what if we were, in the film version of our campaign, we would very briefly cut to a room full of fucking Skaven all talking around and everyone's yelling at one another and whatnot, and then you would hear this, like, whatever the Skaven equivalent of the Wilhelm scream is, and then crunch. Everyone stops and it's like, did you hear something? And there is this, like, celebratory cheer in Kazalid. And that room full of Skaven seems to have been alerted now because of the 4 that you rolled. So, I have one more Skaven on top to go here. So he is going to move over. 1, 2, 3. Thognoth, they're going to try the same thing again. Yeah! Down at you.
Okay.
I got a critical success. I got 11, and that is 4 degrees of success.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I just want to say, Your Honour, I was under duress, Your Honour.
I got plus
Entrapment.
9. I don't know how the critical.
So all it means is we're gonna roll a critical hit on you. You don't take any damage. You're able to defend yourself because you beat them.
Yep.
But the hit location, I have to roll separately with the crit, don't I? So it's your body. Okay. And would you give us I think it's percentile for these tables. Yeah. Give us a percentile roll, please, Thognoth.
All right.
This one you want to roll low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thognoth, your back turns to white pain as you pull a muscle. Suffer a torn muscle major injury.
Okay.
That does sound good.
And also 4 more wounds you take. Now, you could burn a fate to ignore that, though, right? If you chose. But let's see what the consequence of the major wound is first. One of your muscles, so major muscle injuries gives you minus 20 to all tests involving the affected location. Fuck. Yeah, but minus 20 to anything involving your back.
All right.
So what do you think? Do you take that, or
what are my choices?
So you could burn fate to ignore it, I believe. Or hold on, is it fate or is it resilience or something?
It's fate. It says avoid all damage from one source. So I assume that would cancel it, would it?
It would, because you're taking damage from this. Technically, you're taking damage from the critical hit as well, so you could burn a fate. It's an easy come, easy go, or you want to fight with a bad back. Katarina, do you have, just to give you an idea of how much resource you have, do you have anything that helps address injuries?
Yes, I do have Shalia's Tears that can get rid of a critical injury, but it takes time.
Oh, how about like days time or?
No, like 10 minutes minus something.
So like just from the narrative, from the meta level, like that's something to consider.
Out of combat.
Thognoth is
out
whether.
of combat.
I think that we'll let it play. I think.
Okay, so Thognoth's got a major injury to his back.
Yeah, and I'm looking up at that ladder. I mean, it's kind of an awkward position.
When I was sort of picturing, like, if the way that you described the break in neck too is almost like it hit your shield. You sort of like caused it to like pole vault over you. So just that
only
weird
I could file
twisting.
for a work injury. This would be classic work injury.
Definitely. Right, yep. Don't worry. The workers' compensation claim, the proceedings in the old world are very, very fair.
Yeah.
Also, I think it also means that Thognoth has officially whatever your like mid-30s are for dwarf, because your back is starting to hurt for no reason.
Right. Yeah.
So that was you successfully defending against the one. That is it for the Skaven this round. Whatever's happening in that other room, there is them stirring. Katarina, you got a lantern at your feet. You got a sling in your hand, and I'm assuming a song in your heart. So what would you like to do?
Let's see. None of these are like free to shoot a sling at, right? Or how does that?
You can shoot at them. I think it's just the firing into melee was something we looked up. It's on page 162. You take minus 20 to hit.
Okay.
But you can ignore that if you don't care if you hit your allies. I'm going to say it's only minus 10 because they're actually higher up too, right? So it's easier to distinguish them from your allies on the ground.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That'd be like last time because it's at point blank. So.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, it's a sling.
And you'll get plus
30. It ends up being
30. So. Hold on.
40,
I said plus 40 for point blank, but I think I'm calculating point blank wrong. What did you say point blank is, Darren? Just because if it's not point blank for a bow,
10%. It's 10% of your range.
10%. Okay, so it'd be plus 20 then, Katarina. Plus 20 minus 10 for the them being in melee. And I failed
so
my
10,
parry
right?
by a 0.
Oh, there you go.
Nice. Okay, great shot. So that is 10 points of damage.
Yep.
So let's see here. 10.
Got him a little bit.
Sean, remind me the shield rules. If they have a shield, the up in arms rules, do they automatically get that as DR as well? Or is armor?
The shield, I'm pretty sure every size of shield has that defensive trait for one thing.
Yeah, and is that the thing? Like, I know there's the success level thing. I just can't remember because I realized that these so the stat blocks I'm using predate those rules. So
they're
because shield
should get +1 SL on defensive, I believe, for that defensive trait. If that's what you're asking me.
The armor thing is what I'm asking about, because I think shield also grants you an armor, but I can't remember if that's a feature of your talent or it's a feature of how shields work now.
I think it's just the shield. Yeah, I don't think you need anything for that.
Okay,
with
here we go.
with the new rules, yeah, you don't have to use the shield to defend even to get that armor. Like you could be parrying with your weapon and still get that now with the new rule.
That's what it is. Yeah. The way the
otherwise, in the old rules, you had to be using your shield to defend, not parrying weapon.
Got it. Okay.
To get that armor.
Okay, so then, all right, so I'm just trying to figure out how much DR they should have. Or armor, I can't remember what it's called in this game. So 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, there we go. So he is injured, then Thognoth, what are you doing?
I am, and let's see, this guy, how high up is he?
Oh, Katarina succeeded 1 advantage.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. Nice. How high up is this guy?
He is effectively one squared gap between the two of you because he's using the advantage of the length of his spear. It's very long.
If I step forward, can I attack him?
He would get a free strike on you, unless you spend, I think it's 2 advantage.
In this game, even if you're not disengaging, it's they get one, huh?
Yes, yeah, and that's not like in the reactions are not limited in this game the way they are in Imperium Maledictum.
Well, shoot. Let's see here.
You guys do have 3 advantage right now, so you could.
Yeah.
Just spend the 2.
What would that? I see.
That allows you to basically to move freely without you're disengaging. You wouldn't be taking the same penalty as you close in on him.
And is he up on top? That's where he is.
He is, yeah. You'd be like running up the Skaven ladder. More closely aligned with your knees and legs.
You know, I think I'm going to. Oh, let's see. I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to disengage with him.
Yep.
I'm going to let our ranged fighters have him.
Okay.
And.
Are you disengaging as an action, or are you disengaging because?
As an action.
So then what you need to do is either spend 2 advantage or you need to make a successful dodge check.
All right. And I have to choose, right? I can't roll dodge and then take the ladder.
No, because you would be spending your action doing the one. If you fail on the dodge, you could then spend... Wait. No, I don't think so.
And I do have... I think this... I don't get to use this very often, but I think...
Action cost of flee from harm. That
I think that reduced my cost to disengage. I believe.
No, that's the advantage cost of flee from harm is reduced. That is a separate action from disengaging. Fleeing. Unless you've entered that incorrectly, because I don't think. Maybe you were thinking of. Let's take a look at what Relentless does.
Let's see here. Let's see.
Relentless. That is written incorrectly. Relentless.
That's what it is in the book. Huh.
If you have advantage when disengaging, you may keep a number of advantage equal to your level of Relentless. Further, you may use advantage to... hold on. But this is the revised one, right? That's where you copied it from?
Yeah, page, where's the page?
I got it right here.
141.
Yeah.
Up in arms.
Okay. Relentless. Here we go. It's because they call flee. So fleeing is an action. Flee from harm is an advantage spend that lets you take the disengage action. Probably should just call it disengaging.
Right.
But
it's a classic Warhammer.
Yes, exactly. Cubicle 7. Would you... so that only costs you 1 advantage to disengage then.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm going to do that and brace for impact on the movement I hear down below.
Okay, so you could actually move 3 squares if you'd like. You've only moved 1 thus far.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
I think I'll just stay here. And I'll charge a... there we go.
Okay.
1.
Then...
and try to move my back around as I'm doing the little weird rotation thing.
Doing the old testing of like...
Right.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
All right. Frederick. No, before we give a... Hold on. Thognot's turn. Thognot, do you have any lore skills or tactical skills that you think would relate to you as a tunnel fighter?
Let's see here. Outdoor survival, I'll throw out there. I don't have anything that sounds particularly tunnely.
Okay. The reason I
do you have any lore from where you live?
Dwarfs. That's what I got.
Why don't you give us because I'm looking. I don't think that disengaging is an action. It just is an advantage spend.
It's a movement. Maybe.
Yeah. So why don't you give us a dwarf lore at... it's not going to be challenging, I don't think, just because it's a little removed, but let's make it difficult.
Yeah.
Give us a difficult dwarf lore check, or whatever the skill's called.
Okay.
And we'll use this as your...
Negative.
You want to fortune that? You haven't spent any fortune in that,
I'm
and we're
good.
inching up towards the last half hour.
That's true. I was just noting that. All right, let's do it.
Nice. Here we go. Come on.
Okay, dwarf difficult.
There you go! Add 2 advantage. You're relying on your tactical knowledge as a tunnel fighter here.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Then I hate to see you waste your turn as your... Yeah. So, Frederick, you're up. What are you doing? That advantage
in order to be able to,
might be easy come, easy go. Because...
in order to use my bow, I currently can't, can I, with him waving this spear around in my face?
I do not think so, but let's take a look here. Also, were you at 3 advantage a moment ago? Because you got 2 from that successful dwarf check. That's where assessing is a more efficient way of getting advantage than attacking. I think you should have 5 advantage right now. Shooting in melee.
Should I change it to 5? Kevin?
Yeah, I think it's 5 because you had 4. We thought it was going to cost you 2, but it only cost you 1. You were down to 3, and then you got 2 from assessing. Okay. Let's see here. So I don't see anything in the block.
Well, it might be academic because I think I need to use some advantage to get out of this predicament.
Here we go, page 161. You cannot make ranged attacks while engaged unless you are armed with a ranged weapon that has the pistol quality.
It does not have the pistol quality, being a longbow.
No.
So,
we talked about you picking up that Glock when you were in town.
Yeah, I should have done that.
I know. Bet you feel foolish now. Jeez. So what you could do is, if you want to disengage, it means you're moving and shooting, but you could spend 2 advantage to disengage and then take a shot.
Yeah, I think that seems prudent at this point.
Okay.
I've held them there long enough, I think.
Okay.
So I'm trying not to let Fognoff get outflanked by the pair of them. So, yeah, I'll stay there. Yeah.
Okay. So then, Thognoth, there's 2 advantage that's been spent, and then if you move and shoot, is it minus? What is the penalty for?
Minus 20 for moving, I think, is it? No.
Is it 10? Is it minus
No, it's 10. It's minus 10 for moving, but you're point blank. So that's
point
plus
blank,
40.
which would be plus 40, so plus 30
plus
to your
30.
attack.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Then I will shoot at the injured one with a plus 30. Come on. Oh, I'm already on the combat, kicking it.
Critically failed my defense. So his shield goes flying as well. Nice. And you got plus 6 from my failure as well. So that is 8. That's 16 points of damage, which tells what it looks like as this one goes down. And 1 advantage.
Yeah, I think he comes like pirouetting. It's kind of caught him, and he just spins off the ladder and.
Schwuck. All right, so you guys are at 4
Spins and
advantage
tumbles
now.
to the floor.
Then
that was in his head. Actually, that was a headshot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice. Then
Rocks him
Alwyn.
Yeah, I can see the last one. Can I at the top there?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep. I shall certainly take a shot at him then.
I failed by 2.
So it's short range, so that's plus 20. I think that's it this time. Oof, I'm going to re-roll that one.
Remember, it is contested. I failed by 2. That's still a net 1 of a success, but you could re-roll to try and do more damage.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get a better shot, I think.
Okay, you got it.
Hopefully.
Nice.
That's a bit better.
So I failed by 2, which means that is a 4. That's 11 points of damage. And the... So goes to his body. So... I did say... Oh, no, this guy didn't lose his shield yet. So that's... what's happening? Here we go. One more advantage. So you have 5 advantage right now. You could spend 4 to take another action if you like.
Do I know the others are coming? Have we heard a...
Definitely.
Definitely. I think I probably want to hold that advantage for Fognoth to do something in defense.
So you guys have 5 advantage right now. And then it is the Skaven's turn. This one is going to go skittering back. So you cannot see him any longer from where you are. The others are stirring. Let's see here. 4, 5. They come out. They're looking around. This will be an easy perception check, but let's see if they actually succeed. I won't. I'll try not to move it here, guys. This is the second 100 I have rolled in 3 rolls. So these guys come out and they're looking kind of. And Thognoth, you think you can see their beady little eyes, and you're like, and then they look seemingly right through you. And I'm looking around. They do not seem to have spied you guys yet. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And
well, I suppose Katerina's a bit closer to the firelight up by the stairs with the lantern, isn't she?
Yeah, and the way the angle is as well, and also like you've seen, there's a lot of lanterns down here too. So like one source of light isn't necessarily going to draw their attention, but they have critically failed in there. Thognoth, you are 100% convinced they do not see you right now. Katerina, what are you doing?
Well, we got that one up there.
Yep.
Do I see the Skaven there behind?
I think you cannot see any Skaven from where you are.
Okay. Do I know that they're coming? Let us.
You definitely can hear, that they're coming.
All right, then I'll cast something on. I'll try to cast something on Thognoth, that blessing of protection.
Okay.
Do it from here. This is challenging, right?
For prayers, yes.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Oh,
nice. Okay. Hell yeah!
Wow.
So that might get more people than.
Yeah.
I will tell you what it does. I was there, I think.
Yeah, enemies make an average willpower test to attack your target.
Is it protection I want? Maybe I wanted tenacity, sorry.
Okay, tenacity is the one.
Oh, no, wait.
Tenacity removes one condition. Which one were you thinking of? Was it the one that gives the toughness?
There's one that gives the toughness bonus.
Blessing of hardiness.
Oh, I don't have that. I thought I had that. Okay.
You have breath, conscience, hardiness. Yeah, you got hardiness. No, you don't. You have healing.
Oh, healing, breath, conscience, protection.
Yeah. Protections means they have to make an average willpower test to attack him. Recuperation is for diseases, and tenacity, remove one condition. I don't think he's got a condition. Was there any one of those things you were planning
No,
to...
protection's fine. Protection's fine because maybe, and if I extend it to everyone else, then that means they could even hesitate more.
You
to
can
attack
affect
us.
2 more targets beyond Thognoth.
So
Or you
probably
could
Frederick,
make the range
Frederick
last longer.
or make it last longer, or last 6 rounds. So I would say Frederick. Extend it to Frederick and Alwyn.
Okay. So Shalia's Grace affects Alwyn, Frederick, and Thognoth. In order to attack you, targets must make an average willpower test, or Shalia makes them cower.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do we get any sense to that? Like when that happens, do you?
I think definitely,
I don't know,
What do you think? What's it manifest as,
I don't
Carl?
know. It's like you have a dove on your shoulder. That's like has that stern look, you know.
It has nothing but one finger, which it uses to wag.
Yep.
Okay. That's an incredible result of that.
Yes.
Thognoth, what are you doing?
I'm going to say back to the stairs, and I am going to
Fire, you
run.
fools!
I'm going to run to the top of the stairs. That is my intent.
Okay.
Fight from height,
Hell yeah.
and it's a little bit narrow.
Can I move as well? I don't know if that's a.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Let's
Yeah, I'll
see, where
move.
was I?
I'll
I
fall
was
back
right
here.
here.
If you're going to
1, 2,
grab the
3,
lantern,
4,
just move 2 squares,
Oh, right.
Katarina.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's see. I was here. Let's see. I'm going to run. I need to make an athletics test, I
Yep.
think. Don't I,
It is
Kevin?
a average athletics check.
Okay. That's a negative, so I just get to do my normal.
You want to we got 20 minutes left. You want to fortune that? Try and get some extra.
I do.
Okay.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
There you go. You can move a total of 7 squares, Thognoth.
Okay.
And running does count as your action.
2, 3, 4.
He smashes into Frederick. Get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, it's in the middle of combat, man. Move.
To the Undercroft.
I ended up in a game of Blood Bowl.
Yeah. That happens in, what do you call it? Something similar in the Enemy Behind the Throne, right?
But you probably see a look of
Dungeon Bowl as well, isn't it?
Yeah, they in Power Behind the Throne. Yeah, that you can play Snotball, which is Blood Bowl.
Nice. All right, so Thognoth goes racing back. Do you mention anything about them not having seen you?
I feel like that might be beyond Thognoth's. Well, I'll say to the top of the stairs.
Does he shout it or does he whisper it?
Yeah, before they see it.
see us.
Stage whisper. It's back again, Sean. Okay. So Thognoth falls back. Frederick, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I'm gonna make my athletics roll
Okay, go ahead.
while
That's
there's
average.
time. While they haven't seen us, and yeah, I'm following my old dwarven buddy. Oh no!
You want fortune that?
Reroll. Yeah.
Okay. There you go. All right, so let's say 1 extra square. So that'll be 9 squares you can move.
Right.
And that's your action.
2, 3.
Alwyn.
I shall be doing the same. I shall withdraw up the stairs.
Okay.
Savage. Yeah, here we
Do you
go.
want to run or do you want to just walk?
I'll try and run.
Okay. Average athletics, please.
Yeah, I
fortune
failed
that?
that. I might as well. I think.
There you go. So no
just
extra 8 squares. And Astra can easily lope along. I think Astra gets isn't that the 4 times or 3 times running because of her?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
just have a sit behind. Yeah.
That's awesome. You guys, she gave you guys protection, and then you're gonna leave her hanging. That's awesome.
All right, now I think I'm gonna ask Darren this time to give us a D100 roll.
Don't do it.
So we
54.
cannot see it from where you are, but the chittering and screeching you're hearing from down the hall. They don't seem to have seen you guys. I'm just going to move them into position in the event that you guys come out. And then this one is going to spray the Musk of Fear and move over here. All right. Katerina, what are you doing?
She's gonna fall back.
Okay.
So
Do you want to
that
run or do you want
athletics roll, I
to...
guess. No, she's gonna try to run.
Yep, give us athletics at plus 20, please.
Okay. Man.
Yeah,
Nope. I'm gonna fortune point that.
you got it.
So I gotta roll again, huh? Oh shoot.
So average.
Yay!
Nice! Holy shit. So that is 3 extra squares. You can move a total of 11.
You cartwheel
Wow.
up the stairs.
Katerina is a
Yeah.
very fit lass.
11
squares. Yep.
I'll probably move to here. I don't want to get too far away from them.
You got it. Okay.
Just a
Fognoth.
blur, a flash passes by.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Yep.
What are you doing, Fognoth?
Let's see. I am. Did I ever see them? Did I ever see Kevin? Did I ever see them down here a little bit?
See the
chittering, furry.
you mean, the
Skaven?
ones that were coming out of that room?
Yeah.
Remember, they came out. They looked like they seemed to look right at you, and then
Yeah, I
looked
saw
away.
a bit. Yeah, I saw a bit of one.
Yeah.
I saw
Then
a bit
they
of one. So
then
you
they
must...
went away though, huh? Can't see them anymore.
Well, they don't seem to be like they're still making a lot of chittering sounds back and forth, but they're not charging you. And that one that you saw, you seem to have been right that it somehow it fucking missed you. There still is one live one that's up on that platform.
Yeah, he's
but-
going to grass us up. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, up here, huh? There's still.
yeah, the survivor, isn't there?
Yeah.
Who's seen us or seen us all?
I'm gonna say, because we're in a good position. I'll say we're in a good position. They're not coming yet. I'm a little tempted to make a run for the ladder. I know there's one up there still, but that's a good spot up there. What do you think? So that'll be my. I'm
seeking counsel?
Tactically, I'm making a huddle.
Yeah.
A combat huddle. Yeah.
I thought you look a bit awkward, Fognoff. I thought you might have hurt yourself.
Yeah, I pulled my damn back.
This game is amazing. Like what a great little tweak to have happen. Jesus Christ. Like this is the kind of stuff.
Always fight down, never fight up. That's what they tell us. I can't believe I did it.
Oh man, they always say fight with your knees, right? Not with your back. So,
Yeah.
Thognoth, you want to move at all, or are you happy staying where you are?
I think I'm going to hold fast. I mean, it's where I want to be. You know, if it happens to happen here, but we may have to move.
Yep.
So I'm holding.
Okay, Frederick, what are you doing?
What? Did you mention the ladder?
Yeah. I just said what I just said. So I say, this is a good spot, but I'm tempted to make a run for that ladder to get to the upper level.
And with that, Frederick takes that as an instruction. He goes, I'll go for the ladder, eager to prove his bravery
Nice.
to his companion.
Give us an athletics check, please, if you're running.
Yep.
Aye, nice result. I saw Katarina's again. Nice. So that is +2. You can move 10 squares this round.
I'll go and get that other one.
Okay. So.
Hold on, what's going on? What have I done?
Uh-oh.
Can't. Oh, I'm trying to move Alwyn. What's a melt? Right, 1, 2. Where is the bleeding thing?
Okay.
Oh, I'll get to the ladder. I'll get there.
Nice. Okay.
Right.
You know,
1, 2, 3.
if you spend 4 advantage, you can take 1 more action.
I think I'm actually there. Actually.
So you could run again and scramble up that ladder.
Yeah, go on then.
Okay. So then give us another athletics check. Let's see how many squares you've got active. Because if you get to the top there, you may be as hidden from whatever's up ahead as what that thing was.
Hey!
Nice. That's 9 squares. It'll cost you 4 to get to the top of the ladder.
Yep.
And then you have 5 more squares to spend. There's also the reek of the musk of fear up here.
Does that give me any bearing on where it went? Because I don't know if he might have gone down this other way. Anyway, I'll go.
Over here is where you found them all before.
Yeah, but I was wondering that might have just been a sleeping chamber. I'm going to go neutral, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
I'm struggling to see the squares a little bit. I don't know if I'd...
And here... Let me see here. There he is.
There he is.
He's hiding in there.
Right.
A cornered rat. Alwyn, what are you doing?
I can't see. I heard what he said, but I think I'm gonna just stand with Fognorth.
Okay.
And prepare in case they do come.
I think that's probably, you know, as far as like covering the thing, I think that while there's not a ready action, I'm fine with you, like, if you want to, you spend your round aiming. You know, with ranged weapons, that seems like a fair...
I'll aim for the light, you know, towards the end of the light.
Okay. Then it is the... Let's breeze through one more round here. I think we can do this. All right, so they are going to... 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think that's the intent of that aim thing. That's when you haven't got something necessary to shoot at, but...
Yeah, you're just lining up a shot.
Yeah, because that's...
If you know where they're coming from.
Because with aim, ready action wouldn't make a lot of sense, would it? It'd get messy.
Yeah, like ready, and because of the way melee works with the contested roll, the idea of like sitting behind a door waiting for someone to go through to, you know, Al-Kabong them. I think the okay. Why don't we, Carl? Would you give us a D100 roll, please?
D100. Okay.
High is the result you want here. Oh, look at that.
Whee!
71.
They still do not seem to have spotted you guys. And, however, I'm... Okay. Just moving some folks around on the board. It does seem like if you're standing where you are next time, it would be hard for them to miss you, though. You are, maybe it's because you're silhouetted as well. They may not be kind of making out whether the silhouette is a dwarf and a human or a Skaven or whatever. But at present, they don't seem to have spotted you. Katarina, what are you doing?
Okay, she's going to, I guess also aim down that way.
Okay.
It's probably
Can you see?
a good idea.
Can you see them?
I can see the one at the first one there.
Yeah. So like, if you wanted to. Yeah, like they're not.
Okay.
They're not
I don't want to
hostile.
target them if they haven't seen us.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
So
want to.
yep. So you've aimed. Thognoth.
I am
awareness. Oh, he's not very good at awareness. Dwarven law awareness.
Does aim work for melee weapons?
I don't think so, no. But let's check.
I was just trying to find
you frown really intently, give him the evil eye. Sort of.
Yeah, I was just trying to find it myself, and I don't see aim mentioned much except for the block of modifiers.
Yeah.
Oh, it does say shooting. There you go. It says shooting. Because I would use that here probably.
Yeah.
Don't think I think I'm in the spot I am for what I'm seeing now. I can't make it to the ladder, so I think
no, and they don't seem, again, they still haven't spotted you yet.
Interesting. My let me see, my charge is
I think 6, isn't it?
It's 6. It's the same as my walk. Is that right?
Well, you could if you're not engaged, if you charge, you make a run charge. So it's a 6, give or take what you've.
Do you think it would be harder for them to spot us if we move back?
If they don't have line of sight to you, they would not be able to see you. They might find those bodies, but right now you still have the opportunity to try and get out of sight, and they won't have a chance. I'm only rolling perception when I have line of sight to you.
Yeah.
And by I'm rolling, I mean you guys are rolling. And even with the easy modifier, they're still missing you.
They're out of my charge range. I think I'm gonna so I can't really surprise him this round anyway. I can't get to him. So I think I'm gonna hold fast. Can I assess?
You can assess. So again, if you're staying where they are, it would be hard for them to not see you on their next round. You could duck behind something. You could move back. You may want to draw them in, but
yeah, that's true. I'll try it. He's not a big ambusher. He is a charger, not a big ambusher, but he'll try. Let's see.
Manling tactics. Worse elvish.
He'll go right. He'll go about here, but to stay in a square, I'll move it here.
Okay. So why don't you give us a stealth at stealth challenging? It'll be contested.
Take cover, Alwyn. We'll jump him.
Perhaps charging with a bad back is quite off-putting.
Yeah, you were thinking that minus 20.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Tell me again, Kevin, what's the difficulty?
Difficulty is challenging, please.
Challenging.
Yeah. It's a contested roll, though, so it's not a matter of pass-fail.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Something I genuinely love. Whoa.
Yeah, I got one more. We'll use it.
It's rarely a good thing when the GM says, whoa.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Challenging. There it is.
Okay, that's a little better. All right, so Thognos says that it will surprise him. And then, Frederick, you are facing this thing. What are you doing?
I'm going to try and tag him.
Okay. So go ahead. Oopsies. I got 3 degrees success.
Oof.
4 with the shield, actually.
Oof. Okay, well, good
he is injured, though.
And we're at point blank.
Yep.
Challenges. Plus 40.
Nice.
Boing.
So I got 3 degrees success. You got 2. You could spend that fortune to give it 1 more.
Yeah, why not?
Did we just look this up a moment? Opposed test where there's a tie in success levels.
Highest skill,
and your bow skill is higher than his. She is parrying or shields melee or whatever it is. So that would give it to you would be 8 points of damage. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so your last fortune is gone. 8 points of damage. He's injured, but not quite down. +1 advantage. And technically, you didn't succeed on that stealth check. It's opposed tests where you succeed, you get +1 as well too. So Thognoth, if you had succeeded in that, you would have got a +1 advantage.
We got enough fortune to take another shot.
Enough. I don't think you guys have what? A 2 advantage right now?
We have 1, I think.
One more. Frederick just shot this.
Sorry. Gotcha.
Okay, so it's 8. Here we go. I don't think you do. You guys have 2 advantage left. You need 4 for another action.
Oh dear. Right. I wasn't sure.
Okay. Then Alwyn, what are you doing?
I'm gonna take Thognoth's lead, and I'm gonna try. Is that a bit of a rock there or something?
Yep.
Yep. And I'll try and get Astrid to sort of come in by the side of me.
Okay. To make it interesting, why don't you give us a animal training at easy?
Oh.
Come here, girl. Oh, easy peasy. Holy smokes. Not only that, she doesn't even make a sound as she comes running over. Her ears are back against her head, though. She did not like not attacking these things. They hurt her before. Then, guys, I believe that brings us to the end of the round and the end of the session. We have Skaven on the hunt. We have one Skaven that may or may not attack Frederick. I will tell you, Frederick, that will come down to a willpower check for them. Because if they fail a cool check, they're going to cower and spray the musk of fear again. But they may cry for help and try and attack you. But that's amazing. Also, let's put in chat, we have 3 rounds left, I think, of the Shalia's Prayer of Protection.
Yeah. But I won't be here the next 2 sessions, unfortunately.
Yeah, right, which means it'll drop anyway. So
yeah.
All right. Then, let me close this off here. I'll put this back. That's right, you got a bunch of cons in October, right?
Well, in the next 2 weeks is a con, and then I have a festival that we're participating in, and
okay.
The 2 weeks after that. So
there we go.
Have a nice time.
Yeah.
All right. Then
think of me when I'm getting chopped up when your spell goes down.
Then for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for chapter 24 of our ongoing Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay campaign. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. There's also a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where we have a channel dedicated to the Warhammer games we run on the channel, which is a lot of them. And there's a channel dedicated to most of the games we run on the channel, most for campaigns we have ongoing, as well as things like finding a group or GM discussion. There's a really helpful and knowledgeable and friendly community over there. You are more than welcome to join us. There's also a link down below to the Dungeon Musings. I'm back in a loop, guys. There's also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only do they have a terrific selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs. I just realized I've got the things off askew. Like, why do I have this? Oh, because Darren doesn't play just Astrid. There is their extensive catalog. If they don't have something in stock that you are looking for, you can put it on a want list and they'll send you an email when it comes in. If you pick up anything through their website, be sure to enter the code MuserMashup, all caps, all one word. It is listed down below, and you'll save yourself 10%. That will change on Monday, on September 30th, 2024, but we will have a new discount code for you shortly. So if you're listening to this after that time, go to one of our more recent videos videos, and you'll save yourself 10% on any purchase of $10 or more through their website. There's also a link down below to something called Heroes Save Villages, which is the charity fundraising we run on the channel. It benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, an incredible organization active in over 130 countries, benefiting over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children. There are all donations through that link go directly to them. None of it goes to the channel or any other middleman. It just goes to help out the kids who are benefiting from SOS Children's Villages International. As a small way of saying thank you, donors who have donated $25 or more since the start of the year, since 2024, we invite you to head on over to the Charity Initiatives channel on the Dungeon Musings Discord server and cast your vote starting tomorrow for the next of our mashup sessions. Later this afternoon, we'll be playing the next one, but we are inviting the donors to vote on a series of modules or campaigns that we are taking classics in the genre and running them with games they are not designed to be played with. Later this afternoon, we're playing a session inspired by the classic Call of Cthulhu campaign, Masks of Nyarlathotep, and we're playing that with Lex Arcana, the investigative fantasy Roman Empire campaign or game. The next one is going to be an interesting one. I think we've got some interesting options for mashing up with this classic campaign. And the classic campaign is one we have not got to the channel ever. So it should be interesting to see what comes from that mashup. But the last thing I will say is a huge thank you to our stalwart Grim and Perilous heroes. So Darren, Carl, Sean, and Colin, thank you so much for playing today, guys. Congratulations on drawing out these Skaven and successfully Thognaught. This is the first time you've been able to live up to your name so far, hey?
Indeed. Yeah, I wish I had a little more, I think there's some tunnely stuff out there. There might be a talent or two. We'll see if I can. This will inspire maybe.
Nice. Turns out you've neglected that part of your curriculum.
Yeah, like fighting in enclosed places or something like that, somewhere.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Then we'll be back in the tunnels, the Undercroft beneath Oldenleeds. Yes, in 2 weeks' time. But until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our grim and perilous heroes are encountering as they're trying to set a trap for these dastardly Skaven hordes. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.